If you use an impact driver, I got something I think you're gonna absolutely love. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tool Review Zone channel. Now, I brought these types of tools to the channel before and people absolutely love them. But this one here, I've never seen before. It's new and it only cost me $5. So I grabbed it, brought it to the channel. Now, before I get into this real quick, I want to let you know that not only should it work with your impact driver, it should work with your drill and your screwdrivers as well. We'll test it out, but if that's the case, well, that would be real nice. So this tool is made by Makita, and to be honest with you, I don't really bring Makita tools to the channel. There's a few different reasons for that, but the main reason is because of him. You see, my friends, this is the pesky Makita gnome. He's mean, rude, not very good at his job, and well, pesky. I try to keep him off the channel, but every once in a while he comes out with a pretty cool tool. But don't worry, my friends, one of these days, I'm gonna get him. Oh, he's so pesky. All right, so what do we have here? So this is the all-new updated Makita Mag Boost. It has two, not one, but two rare earth magnets. And as mentioned, they've had a few different versions of this. The only difference is this one's way smaller than all of the other ones and 10 times more powerful. It's also supposed to be a universal fit, so we're gonna try this on other types of driver bits from other brands. Now, before I show you how this bit actually goes on the bit, I wanna show you what this can do. So this is a screwdriver here. This is the Milwaukee IA, and this is not a stainless steel screw. That's the only downside is it doesn't work on stainless screws. But you can see this is not magnetized. But if I were to take this and just do this, check that out. So what's cool about that is even if you weren't using this on one of the bits, which I'll show you here in a bit, you can magnetize the screwdrivers and, well, that's real nice like. However, how these are actually supposed to work is they go on your bit. So this is an actual Makita bit. We have a DeWalt, we have a Shockwave from Milwaukee IA, we got a Flex, we'll check those out. Now how these actually work, if you look a little closer, not sure how well you can pick that up, but there's a magnet on this side and a magnet on this side. Now the easiest way to put this on, you can see that's the top of the bit right there, and then you want the top to stand on the top of the bit. So the way I do is I always put the back in first because I know it's gonna fit, and then I just boom, pop it down in, and then I can adjust it that way. But that screw is gonna hold on real tight like once you get that on. And to take it off, you can just do the same thing. The only reason I like doing it from the back side like that is because if you have a Phillips head or sometimes the top is a little bit too tight, you might break the bit or you're gonna struggle getting it in, so just put it in the back like that. So I'll just take my impact driver and I'll put my bit in like so. What's cool about the Flex, you just push out, that'll open up the collet, and there you go. And now this isn't going nowhere. Now some people, they'll bring that all the way up and they'll actually have it touch the screw, but you don't even need to do that. You can see it'll push it off a little bit. Just keep that all the way down to the collet. That's real nice like. So that's how strong this magnetic bit thing is. But here's the weird part. So it does say universal on here, and this is the Makita bit. But after messing around with this for a little bit, I've actually noticed that this fits the DeWalt bits way better. There's like no play in this at all. You can bring it all the way to the top, bring it down if you wanted to. So check this out. Compared to the actual Makita bit, again, they both work. I just think it's funny that they work better on the DeWalt. And then, of course, this is a very popular bit here. These are the Shockwaves from the Milwaukee IA, and you know, it doesn't fit on as great, but it still works fine. Like that magnet is very strong in there. And just to give you an idea of how small this thing is, that is in the palm of my hand. It is crazy how small this is, but how powerful it is. I guess it's the rare earth magnet. Now, as for the screwdriver, like I mentioned, you can either magnetize the screwdriver where you wouldn't need this at all. You could just pick this up and you can see I have the bit that's hooked on there and I have a screw that's hooked on there. Or if you needed that extra strength, say if you're trying to get under a fender well or whatever, you can slide that up, really get a nice bite on it, and then hold your screw or whatever you're doing. And of course, this would be the exact same premise on your drill. So if you don't have an impact driver, but you have a drill and you're trying to screw in screws, which to be honest with you, I always use an impact driver anytime I'm driving fasteners in, but same thing, you just tighten this down. Either just magnetize your bit or toss that on. Now you got your screw. Boom. And what's nice about this, you're trying to get into those hard to reach areas, you know, or the screw keeps falling off or whatever. This is gonna hold that screw on real nice like. And the one other thing that's also really nice about this is if you're working outside in the yard or wherever and you're worried about dropping a screw when you pull something out and get a flat tire, this is pretty cool because I can take this up And now it sticks to that, and I don't have to worry about dropping these. I can just put them where I want in the garbage or whatever. Basically what I'm saying is like a third hand. Instead of having to hold your screw like this when you're driving it into something, now you can just put it on, do your thing. You can comb your hair. You know, you can look real nice for the camera. And again, for only a couple dollars, like $5, I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check this out. It saves you a world of headache. And these are by far not new to the market. I mean, tons of other companies have these, but this is like the smallest that I've ever seen. Well, small and actually powerful. You don't have to worry about this thing falling off. So there you go.